So yesterday, I sat here on this very same platform and I said that for the record, I could care less about a Trevor Scott. If I can't name you one Trevor Scott song, what do I look like out here trying to purchase some Trevor Scott Jordan 1? So I went about my day, grabbed me a cold Bud Light, was getting ready to hop on the Lazy Boy. There's nothing better than the sound of busting open a can of cold brewski on a Saturday morning and enjoying some YouTube, right? So I come across this channel, which there's over 15,000 people watching this live stream, right? I know the kids nowadays, they love these live streams. I'm thinking it's gotta be one of these Casanats, one of these DDGs, maybe an Aiden Ross or something like that. But it turns out it actually happens to be some kid who goes by the name of Raffle Collects, and he's got over 20,000 people watching him purchase a pair of sneakers live. So I'm thinking like, this kid can't be no older than 14, 16. How does he have over 100,000 people watching him purchase a pair of shoes? And on top of that, it's these Trevor Scott. So I'm thinking like, okay, these Trevor Scotts, these gotta be something good. Like these gotta be the best looking pair of sneakers I ever seen in my life. So I check them out, right? I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Not only are they charging 155 bucks, which back in my day, mind you, these wouldn't have ran you no more than $50, but on top of that, they got a manufacturer defect, a backwards swoosh. I'm thinking, what in the crisscross am I looking at right here? What are the kids into, man? Are they over here sipping too much syrup or something like that? Like who is gonna pay full price for a pair of shoes like this with a visible defect, right? Plus, they got pink laces, like what's going on right here? But then, I go ahead and open my phone up, I check StockX, and once I see these resale prices, I instantly became a Trevor Scott fan. I get those goosebumps every time. So I'm over here entering into the raffle, right? I'm thinking, hey, it's about to be a good old payday. Imagine how many Bud Lights I could get with this money right here. So I'm sitting back waiting, right? I see people complaining. They're saying the raffle's been open for too long. Normally these Travis Scott raffles are only open for about an hour window. I guess it feels like they get a little better chance, right? If not everybody's able to enter. Plus on top of that, some people are also complaining about the system. People saying people were cheating, right? Because normally when you talk about these Travis Scott drops, you gotta enter in your address, all your information. But this time they only wanted your name, your number, and your size, right? So with that being said, it seemed like a lot of people were spoofing the system. Multiple entries when the rules were, you're only supposed to enter one time. And you know me, I'm a good old honest Southern boy. I'm playing it by the rules, right? So I put in my one little entry. I see my boy, Mr. Bread and Butter, he got the dub, which by the way, he just dropped a real sweet review of those Chicago lows. Make sure you guys check it out here on this wonderful Sunday morning. So I'm thinking my boy Bread and Butter, he got these 155 bucks, $30 shipping plus taxes. Just a little under 200 bucks, which seems like a lot, but then again, with those prices, right? Who could care less about $200 when we're about to have a nice little payday, right? So I'm sitting back thinking if Bread and Butter hit, it's gotta be an automatic dub for me, which I'm checking my email like a crackhead every 30 minutes. I get an email that pops up talking about Travis Scott. I'm thinking, hey. Turns out it's from GOAT, right? Pump faked all along, the raffle closed. No W for me. So at first I was getting ready to congratulate my boy, Mr. Bread and Butter, but then I'm salty because I took a L. And apparently I'm not the only person that's mad about this right here, because as we scroll through the Twitter feed, right? A lot of people are upset about this. And there's nothing worse than this right here. Imagine getting an email for the checkout link only for you to be eating dinner and you missed out on the raffle, bro. I hope that dinner you was eating was worth $3 grand, because my brother, you just missed out on a major payday. So let's go ahead and see what people are talking about around here in the world of Twitter. We got Sneaker Bay talking about, man, F them Travis lows. I'm done trying for anything by Travis at this point. I can relate to that. This dude put, these releases are becoming so unobtainable. Who even cares anymore? So lifeless and not a huge moment like they once were. Dior London said a Travis sneaker could never be sneaker of the year. Trevor. Somebody put another Trev release. This guy put F this sorry ass site. F Trev. Don't let me catch him in person. Wait, what? Y'all are threatening to beat up the man, knowing his security will beat your ass? Oh, wow. But If you missed out on it, don't panic, because according to Eldon Monitor, is likely restocking via GOAT on Black Friday. Here is the market price. So let's go ahead and check out those prices, right? Because as I predicted, no one would be able to get their hands on these joints right here, and prices would continue to go up, which it looks like unfortunately happens to be the case, because after we've been monitoring these prices all week, I don't think we've seen prices exceed the $2,000 mark, which looks like some sizes may actually hit $3,000. So with that being said, I know nobody's really gotten the pairs in hands just yet. I mean, my boy Mr. Bread and Butter hit, but other than that, I haven't seen too many W's across the timeline. So it's like, what did we really expect, right? When you talk about a Travis Scott release, we already know the rumors of the backdooring, right? I'm guessing that once Black Friday pops up, you're gonna see a full size run of these joints available via GOAT. And with the GOAT app, you might even have a better chance of grabbing them joints for that event than actually getting these via Travis' website. So a lot of L's, not too many W's. You could probably name the amount of W's like on your hands, but thankfully enough, one of our very own Bread and Butter, he was successful on this drop. So I'm sitting back just looking at the whole situation like, bruh, isn't this what y'all expected? But people insisted to sit around all day waiting for this joint. Like, they actually had a chance. And it's just the Travis Scott cycle, which is gonna continue. We're gonna see it happen time and time again. Next year, they got them pink joints, which, you know, it's gonna be the same story. Everybody's gonna say, nah, them joints is trash, I'm cool. Then once that raffle pops up, you already know that whole tune is gonna definitely change. So, typical Travis Scott release. I mean, I don't really know what else to say other than if you took an L on this, bro, like, what else did you expect? And for everybody that took the W, bro, if you've been asking for like styling tips, you know, how to rock these joints, well, here, all I got for you to say is check it out. My boy Tim Cook. See, this the people who y'all are out here losing raffles to, bro. You want to get some tips on how to dress? You gotta pull up like my man Tim right here, right? On his iPhone, living life. We got a millionaire flexing on everybody that he got his pair of trash. So what else can you expect? The Dana White, Trev Jordan 1s. Did you guys have success on the drop? I would love to see if some people got a W in the comments, because based off the reactions across social media, we saw a lot of L's, right? And when you talk about these resale prices, I know people are gonna say, oh, well, people haven't gotten the shoes in hand. Well, let me just tell you that based off sales, there's already people paying upwards of $2,500, $3,000 for these joints right here. So, hey, I guess the hype is real, right? What Trav and the team have been doing has been working. So I guess the cycle will continue. Will Nike do anything about it? We'll have to wait and see. But as far as the sneakers app release, a lot of people are hopeful that maybe we could see these joints hit the app, which based off history may not be the case. We could see a possible sneakers app drop for people overseas, because this raffle was just limited to the US. So we could maybe see a sneakers app drop, but I wouldn't expect anything to go down here for the US. They want to keep these joints exclusive. They want to keep the hype rolling. So this is the way to do it, right? Trevor Scott Jordan 1s. Comment down below. Let me know if you guys grab these. I've seen some people saying that as far as the raffle, they would like to see maybe Trevor Scott use EQL, which I think that would be cool, you know, make it feel like we actually possibly have a chance, right? But as far as the sneakers, or as far as the Travis Scott drop, pretty much the same old song, bruh. And you guys know 2026, you're gonna eat it up once again, bruh. So is there gonna be a time where people like get tired of these Travis Scott releases? I would say based off the resale prices, nah. So that's how it all went down, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, guys. If you enjoyed this update, make sure you smash the like button. Just checking in with y'all here on this wonderful Sunday. Don't be too salty about these Trevors, bro, because trust me, pretty much like 1% of people actually had success on this drop. So JATV, I'll catch you guys Monday for the latest sneaker news updates. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.